Israeli forces just fired warning shots at Italian peacekeepers in Lebanon, and now Italy is summoning ambassadors and demanding answers. What's up, guys? This is Colton again, with the most important news on the internet. Here's what went down. An Italian convoy operating under the UN peacekeeping mission in Lebanon was traveling from Sharma to Beirut on Wednesday when Israeli military forces fired warning shots at them. The shots damaged one of Italy's vehicles, but thankfully no one was injured. The convoy immediately stopped and returned to base. Italy is absolutely not having this. Foreign Minister Antonio Tajani said, quote, "Israeli warning shots have damaged one of our vehicles. Fortunately, no one was injured." But here's where it gets heated. Defense Minister Guido Crosetto went even further, stating that endangering convoys clearly identified with the UN flag cannot be tolerated. This is serious behavior that risks compromising the safety of peacekeepers and the credibility of the mission itself. He also made it crystal clear that Israeli forces had no authority to touch Rome's troops. Italy immediately summoned the Israeli ambassador on Wednesday to demand a full explanation. They're also calling on the United Nations to urgently engage with Israeli authorities to clarify what happened and adopt measures to guarantee safety. Now, we haven't heard the Israeli side of this story yet. No response from the ambassador or official Israeli military statement about why they felt the need to fire warning shots at clearly marked UN peacekeepers. But this is happening in the context of ongoing tensions between Israeli forces and Hezbollah in the region, where Italy has 750 soldiers as part of a 7,500-strong UN peacekeeping force. Here's what nobody's talking about. This isn't just about one incident. This is about the fundamental question of whether UN peacekeeping missions can actually function when one of the conflicting parties doesn't recognize their authority. If Israeli forces are willing to fire on clearly marked UN convoys from NATO allies like Italy, what does that say about the entire peacekeeping framework? We're watching the erosion of international peacekeeping norms in real time. And here's why this matters for Americans. Italy is a key NATO ally. And when our allies' troops get fired on by forces we support, that puts us in an incredibly awkward position diplomatically. The US provides massive military aid to Israel, but we also rely on NATO partnerships and UN peacekeeping missions around the world. If this kind of thing becomes normalized, it undermines the entire international system that America helped build and depends on for global stability. Plus, we've got American interests throughout the Middle East. If UN peacekeepers can't do their job safely, regional conflicts become much harder to contain. Do you think UN peacekeepers should have more protection and authority, or are they just getting in the way of countries defending themselves? Drop your take in the comments. I'm Colton with the most important news on the internet. See you tomorrow.